Are you tired of living life on autopilot, giving in to every impulse and distraction? Sick of feeling like you're failing yourself with every wasted moment? Then it's time to wake up. Self-discipline isn't some abstract virtue. It's the foundation of a powerful, purposeful life. And who better to learn from than Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic emperor who faced every challenge with unbreakable willpower. Today, we're breaking down 12 Stoic principles to turn you into a person of action, focus, and resilience. No more excuses. No more excuses. No more weakness. If you're ready to take back control, let's begin. Today, we'll explore 12 Stoic principles inspired by Marcus Aurelius that can help you build unshakable self-discipline. 1. Control your reactions. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. Imagine you're in a traffic jam. Your day has been stressful, and now you're stuck. A car honks, someone yells, frustration builds. Marcus Aurelius would remind you that it's not the traffic causing your anger, but your reaction to it. By choosing calm over anger, you remain in control and disciplined, unaffected by outside chaos. What happens without it? If you let external events control your emotions, you lose focus and energy, which drains your discipline for things that truly matter. 2. Accept hardships as training. The art of living is more like wrestling than dancing. Think of an athlete training for years, pushing through grueling practices, enduring injuries, and struggling with failures. Every hardship is part of the training, building both resilience and discipline. Marcus Aurelius saw life's challenges as necessary training for the mind. By facing and embracing hardships, you train your inner resilience, which strengthens your self-discipline. What happens without it? Avoiding discomfort leaves you unprepared for future challenges, making it difficult to stay disciplined when life gets tough. 3. Embrace simplicity. If it is not right, do not do it. If it is not true, do not say it. Picture a cluttered workspace filled with distractions. Now, imagine clearing it, leaving only what you need. Instantly, you feel calm, focused, and disciplined. For Marcus, simplicity was key. Reducing distractions in life allows you to stay focused, prioritize what matters, and resist temptations that lead you off course. What happens without it? Cluttered surroundings, or a cluttered mind-breed disorder, making it nearly impossible to build strong, lasting self-discipline. 4. Practice gratitude. Dwell on the beauty of life. Watch the stars and see yourself running with them. Imagine finishing a hard day, feeling exhausted. Then, you pause, looking at the sunset, realizing life's small beauty. Gratitude floods in. Practicing gratitude keeps you centered and reminds you of the bigger picture. Marcus taught that a grateful mind is a disciplined one, grounded and less likely to be swayed by petty desires. What happens without it? Without gratitude, your mind seeks constant novelty, which weakens your discipline, leaving you always wanting more. 5. Control your mind. Very little is needed to make a happy life. It is all within yourself. In your way of thinking, picture someone in a difficult situation, job loss or failure. They have a choice: to let it consume them or to choose strength. Marcus reminds us that discipline begins with our thoughts. By training the mind to focus on positive outcomes, you build a disciplined response to life's setbacks. What happens without it? If your thoughts go unchecked, they pull you in many directions, draining your willpower and weakening self-discipline. 6. Focus on purpose. Waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. Imagine being in a job where every task feels meaningless, but one day you start viewing each task as a building block toward your long-term goal. Suddenly, even the small tasks feel valuable. Marcus Aurelius emphasized purpose in every action. By understanding and focusing on your purpose, you create an anchor that guides and disciplines your actions. What happens without it? Without purpose, you drift, jumping from one thing to another without commitment, which erodes your self-discipline. 7. Seek progress, not perfection. Do not act as if you are going to live 10,000 years. Think about starting a new workout routine. If you wait until you can do everything perfectly, you'll never start. But if you take small steps each day, you'll grow stronger and more disciplined over time. Marcus reminds us that life is short, and seeking constant improvement, even if imperfect, keeps us disciplined and moving forward. What happens without it? Perfectionism creates procrastination and fear of failure, which crushes self-discipline, leading to stagnation. 8. Practice self-restraint. It is not the man who has too little, but the man who craves more that is poor. Imagine craving a new gadget, but instead of buying it, you pause and decide to wait. Over time, the urge fades, and you feel stronger for resisting the impulse. Practicing restraint helps you build discipline over your desires. Marcus taught that by curbing cravings, you build the inner strength to resist temptations that can derail your goals. What happens without it? If you constantly give in to desires, your discipline weakens, making it harder to say no to bigger temptations. 9. Master your ego. Be tolerant with others and strict with yourself. Think of someone who criticizes others often, but avoids self-reflection. Now, picture the opposite. Someone who focuses on their own growth and encourages others with compassion. For Marcus, self-discipline includes humility. By mastering your ego, you discipline your actions and interactions, focusing on growth rather than comparison or judgment. What happens without it? An unchecked ego leads to impulsive actions, conflicts, and a lack of discipline as you chase validation over personal improvement. 10. Value silence and reflection. Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his own soul. Imagine the chaos of modern life. Notifications buzzing, constant demands. Then you set aside time each day for silence, no phone, no distractions, just inner calm. Marcus valued solitude and reflection as essential to discipline. Silence gives you the mental clarity to stay focused and self-controlled, allowing you to make better choices. What happens without it? Without reflection, you're reactive, not intentional, which makes self-discipline hard to maintain. 11. Focus on what you can control. The tranquility that comes when you stop caring about what they say, or think, or do, only what you do. Picture worrying about someone else's opinion of you, feeling anxious and distracted. But if you choose to focus only on your actions, that anxiety lifts and you feel more grounded. Marcus taught that focusing on what you can control builds self-discipline by keeping your energy directed and stable. What happens without it? When you worry about things beyond your control, you waste energy, lose focus, and weaken your self-discipline. 12. Cultivate inner peace. The soul becomes dyed with the color of its thoughts. Imagine someone facing a difficult situation, calmly, grounded in peace. Despite the chaos, they remain stable, with a mind free from agitation. Marcus believed that true discipline arises from a peaceful mind. By cultivating inner peace, you become less reactive, more centered, and disciplined in your choices. What happens without it? Without inner peace, every challenge feels overwhelming, and self-discipline fades as your mind becomes chaotic and scattered. Discipline is not a trait you're born with. It's a skill you build, choice by choice, action by action. The 12 Stoic principles from Marcus Aurelius aren't ancient relics. They're powerful tools you can use every day to stay focused, resilient, and in control. Remember, it's the small, consistent steps that transform you into a person of purpose and strength. Start with one principle today. Make it a habit and let it shape you. Don't wait for the perfect moment. Start building your discipline now. If you're serious about becoming unshakable, take these lessons to heart. Embrace them. Live them.